ear hole.
Well,
that hurts.
There you go.
Now it's stabbing the back.
One more time. Oh no, hold on, I need your Disney ears. Done.
Get off.
Hey my Disney fanatics, Candace here. How are you guys doing today? Before I get into this video, make sure you go hit that subscribe button down below, and also make sure you go hit that notification bell so you know when my videos come out, which are every Monday and Wednesday, sometimes really late on Monday like tonight. Today I am actually going to be joined by my husband. I am forcing him to be in this video, and of course he's not here yet, so we actually need to get him here. So let's get him here and then we'll talk about Disney dining plan and reservations.
Hey, what's going on here?
No, thanks for joining me. And you wore your ears.
Oh jeez.
He wore his Minnie Mouse ears. This is my husband Chris, you guys. I don't think you have met him. Some of you may have. But so Chris actually has really gotten me into Disney more than anybody else. I went when I was little with my aunt, but he is the one who really got me into Disney. So I figured why not have the expert here as well to tell you a little bit about the dining plan and reservations. In the next video, I'm gonna give you guys some of my favorite restaurants. The Disney dining plan, a lot of people, I have a lot of friends go to Disney, and some of them are like, yeah, we're using the dining plan, and some of them are like, should we use the dining plan? So Chris, should they use the dining plan?
It really depends on what you're gonna do there. Like for our family, it's definitely worth it.
Which is really, a family of 7, by the way, 5 kids.
I mean, it really depends if you're gonna eat at Disney World.
Which I think you should, which I really think you should for the whole experience.
Yeah, I mean, what restaurants you wanna go to. I mean, in most cases, it probably is worth it. You'll probably, just purely from a money perspective, you'll probably save a little bit of money. But you know, the value is more the convenience in my mind, that you can basically go and reserve and make all your reservations and get all of that done, and then it's all just handled under the dining plan. So it's a much easier way to do the dining.
And they have 3 different plans that you can do for dining. For the first plan, you got 2 fast service, 2 snacks, and a collectible mug. I think you can buy the collectible mug no matter what. I think so, but with the collectible mug at your hotel, while you're at your hotel, you get free refills of soda or whatever it is that they have on tap, not alcohol.
Collectible.
You can't bring that
Collectible
mug to the parks and get free refills, but you can at your hotel.
I was trying to.
Yeah. Second one, you have 1 quick service, 1 table service, and the collectible mug. Ooh, I said it. That's pretty awesome because then you get you can have any restaurant, but here's the thing, you can have almost any sit down restaurant. You can't have, there's certain ones that are a little bit more expensive that take 2 table service. Like you have the Brown Derby, that will take 2 table service. Do you know of any other ones?
The Canadian one.
I know the Canadian one. We'll put the name right here. It's like
that one.
It's like a French name. Well,
like cellulosis.
Yeah,
it's like Laos.
Well, it's not a Z. No. That will take 2 table services, and let's say you do want more.
Cinderella's Castle's 2.
Cinderella's Castle is 2 table service.
If you can get in.
If you can get in. We unfortunately have tried 2 times now.
Because our family's so big.
I don't think it's just that. I think, which we'll get to that later in the video about the reservations. We'll get to that here in a minute. I think part of it is the reservation timing. So, and then last but not least, you have the 3rd tier, which is the deluxe dining, which is 3 table service, which you could actually, it's 3 service. You can turn it into a quick service or a table service. It doesn't necessarily have to be a table service. And let's say you don't use all of your table services. You can actually turn those into snacks. Believe it or not, multiple. I think 1 table service is 3 snacks.
Last time we filled up 2 bagfuls of snacks on the way out.
Because we didn't realize, we did a lot of table service actually.
We did a lot, I'm surprised there were so many left.
I was shocked that we had so many left, and so by the end they're like, yeah, this is not uncommon for them to actually have people come into their shops and load up on snacks, the Disney snacks, to take home with them. So we had what, about $86 I think?
We had a lot of snacks.
$86 worth of snacks. We didn't have to stop anywhere on the way home for the snacks. But you get that, 2 snacks on top of that with a refillable mug. I personally love the Disney dining plan, and you said you agree?
Yes.
It's pretty awesome, and it gives us a chance to actually try out new restaurants. If you actually do if you compare how much you're gonna be charged for every restaurant, it actually, I would say, is cheaper to do the Disney dining plan.
It's probably, they say it's 30%. It's probably not quite 30%, but you do probably save 15-20%.
Let's get on with the reservation. My dad was it last year, him and his wife, they went down to Florida. They're not staying at Disney World, they were staying in a timeshare, but they were gonna hit up Disney World in a couple different spots. And they're like, what are some good restaurants? And I told them the restaurants I thought they should go to, and I said, that being said, you need to make your reservations like right now, because I think they had only, what, was it 3 months or like 2 months?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was very little time. Like, you need to make your reservations now. And my dad's like, now? Oh, we don't need to make, I'm like, yeah, Dad, you need to make your reservations now. You guys, I can't stress this enough. Once you've booked your Disney vacation, as long as you're not more than 6 months out, you need to book your reservations at your restaurants, because they go like in that. And that's not just for the restaurants. That's for Bippity Boppity Boutique. That's for the Pirates. And then what's the other one? We've even tried to get into the Be Our Guest, and
well, we had to reserve when we got in there, but so some of the newer restaurants, or some like Cinderella's Castle, the Be Our Guest, which are the new ones in Magic, that one's a new one in Magic Kingdom. Some of those you just really can't get in unless you do it right when they open the reservations.
Yeah,
so. And
you really need to, and you know, you want to make sure when you do make the reservations though, because you're gonna have the fast passes, you're gonna go on extra magic hours, you're gonna go based on if you are doing like the Bippity Boppity Boutique or the Pirates, where your kids get to dress up as mermaids or pirates. You're gonna wanna make sure you have all of this in order. So when you make your reservations, like we have an itinerary, and I'll get into more of this with the itinerary and planning your trip, but you wanna make sure it's not overlapping. Because I think they're pretty good about, I think they're pretty good though about like if you're a half hour late. We've been like 45 minutes
they hold
late.
it for a long time.
Yeah, so we've been like, and I mean, I'm not saying, hey, you know, it's okay, just take your time, girl. No, you need to, I mean, be on time if you can be on time, but there have been times, like we had a big group last time we went.
They respect the travel, because sometimes it's hard to travel around, and depending on buses and those things. So
also depending on probably the season too. So I mean, and that's the thing, and we were what, 4 months out? 4 months out when we started making reservations, and I can't tell you, it took us hours to make reservations. I think you can't make them any sooner than 6 months though.
I think 6 months is the cutoff.
Yeah, 6 months is the cutoff, but 4 months I think it's kind of pushing it. Get in there. And so make sure you guys stick around for next week. I'm gonna give you guys some really good restaurants to try in Disney World that are phenomenal. They're awesome. I love them, you love them. They're some of our staple restaurants that we go to every single time we go to Disney. I hope you guys enjoyed it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys enjoyed my husband in this video, let me know down below. Maybe he'll be in another one. Actually, he will be in another one. Have a Disney day.